Before going to do certain word problems, we need to know these things, which are upstream and downstream. When a boat is going upstream, the speed of the boat for upstream will become like speed of the boat in still water minus speed of the stream. And for downstream, speed of the boat downstream will be speed of the boat in still water plus speed of the stream. So when the question is like you have to find out the speed of the boat as well as speed of the stream, speed of the boat in still water and speed of the stream, you will take one variable as your speed of boat and the other variable as speed of stream. And they will be giving you the question. In question itself, they will be giving us upstream and downstream. So in order to find out the equations, linear equations based on those, we have to get the speed of boat upstream and speed of boat downstream. For that we need this, right? You understood this? Now if we are taking the speed of boat as x and speed of stream as y, what we will get as your speed of boat upstream is x minus y. Both will be in kilometer per hour, whatever in the question it is. And here you will have in downstream you will have speed of boat will be x and both of them should be added, okay, plus speed of stream. Understood? Question number 2 of exercise 3.5 is formulate the following problems as a pair of equations and hence find their solution. First question is, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current. So whatever is asked, we will take as the variables x and y respectively. That is, let Ritu's speed of rowing in still water be taken as x. Now again it is speed, means since it is in kilometer and hour, the unit of speed will be kilometer per hour, okay, x kilometer per hour, and the speed of the current be taken as by kilometer per hour. So these are the variables which you want to find out. Now while formulating, we need to know what will be the speed downstream and upstream. Okay, speed of rowing downstream and upstream. Already we have discussed, when we need speed of rowing downstream, for downstream what we need is we have to add the speed of rowing in still water and speed of current. So we will get x plus y kilometer per hour, and speed of rowing upstream will be speed of rowing in still water minus speed of the current, that is x minus y kilometer per hour. Now we will move on to the question. According to the question, what you will get? Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours. That means this is the distance covered by her and this is the time taken by her to row completely. So we will use the concept of speed is equal to distance by time. You know the relation, speed equal to distance by time, or you can say distance, time is given to be 2. So we are just writing as time is equal to, what will be time then? Time is equal to distance by speed, right? So this concept we are using here in order to write the equation or form the linear equation. Okay, what we will get, the distance covered is 20. So we get 20 divided by the speed, and first we are this is here downstream. So for downstream we are writing the equation first, and for downstream what is the speed taken as x plus y. So it is 20 by x plus y, that is distance by speed, which is given to be how much? Covered as 2. So it is 2. So first equation you got. Now the second equation says what? You have upstream covered as 4 km in 2 hours. That means upstream distance is 4 and upstream speed is x minus y, and the person has covered it also in 2 hours. Okay, now you have to just simplify these two equations in order to get the value of x and y. That means 20 is equal to, this is taken to the other side, you will get 2 into x plus y or 2x plus 2y. Again, this can be reduced. You have a common factor here which is 2. So when I am reducing, I will get it to be 10 is equal to x plus y, or x plus y is equal to 10. Right? For the second equation, again you will get 4 is equal to 2x minus 2y. You have something in common which is 2. You just cut it off. For both the sides, you will get 2 is equal to x minus y, or x minus y is equal to 2. Now you can just see that both the equations, linear equations, are in a way that we can use elimination method easily. So we are just adding the two equations using your elimination method. You will get left side to be 2x, y gone, right side to be 12, which will give you x is equal to 6. Okay, what is x? We will just replace it after that. Now we need to find out what is y. You can use any of the equations in order to find out your y. Suppose this is your equation 1 and equation 2. In your equation 1, x plus y was 10 and x you got to be 6. Sorry, x plus y is equal to 10, or y is equal to 4. 10 minus 6 equal to 4. Hence, the conclusion which you can say is what we have taken as x and y, that is speed of rowing in still water. Therefore, speed of rowing in still water is equal to 6 km per hour, and speed of the current is equal to 4 km per hour. Okay. Second subdivision is 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by 1 woman alone to finish the work, and also that taken by 1 man alone. Now for this type of questions, we have to take the time taken by 1 woman alone as one variable and 1 man alone as the other variable, and we have to go for the work done in 1 day, because this is given in 4 days. These two people can do this much of work, right? So we will just transform it into 1 day's work, okay, and form the equation. So first we will start with let the time taken by 1 woman alone to finish the work be x days. So the time taken is taken as x days for the woman, 1 woman alone to finish the complete work. That means I can say that for 1 woman, for 1 day's work, the work completed will be in 1 by x form, okay, and the time taken by 1 man alone to finish the work is x days, okay. So this is the total time taken, x days and y days. We need to find out what will be for 1 woman, 1 day's work, okay. Therefore, work done by 1 woman, work done by 1 woman in 1 day, will be, total number of days is this. So work done will be 1 by x of the total work done, okay. Total work jitna hai, you will get 1 by x of that work, okay. And here you get work done by 1 man in 1 day will be 1 by y of the total work, okay. Now what we are doing is 1 day's work in total, we are making an equation together for the women and the men. 1 day's work, how much it will be. So for 1 day's work, 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days. So in one day, these 2 people are working and completing this much of work. That means 2 people, the work done by 1 woman means 2 women will be doing like 2 by x. Work done by 1 man is 1 by y, and you have 5 men means 5 into 1 by y will be the work done by the total 5 men. And the total, together with the men and women, the total work finished will be, since that is in for 4 days, here it will be for 1 day's work, total work will be 1 by 4th of the work. Okay. Again, for the second one, you have 3 women and 6 men. So 3 women, 1 day's work, 6 men, 1 day's work. In total, they will be completing 1 by 3rd of the total work. Okay. Since they are using 3 days to complete the work when they are in number as 3 and 6 respectively. Okay. So these will be the equations formed. Now what you need to do is you have to just replace your 1 by x and 1 by y with some variable in order to make it in linear form. Okay. So putting 1 by x as u and 1 by y as v, the equations becomes 2u plus 5v is equal to 1 by 4 and 3u plus 6v is equal to 1 by 3. Now you can just make the equations in your standard form, which will give you 8u plus 20v is equal to 1. And if I am planning to use cross multiplication, I will write it as minus 1 equal to 0. Second equation will give you 9u plus 18v minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Since the coefficients are bigger in number, if we make the coefficients equal and then simplify, that is elimination method, instead of that, cross multiplication will be more easy. Okay. So we are using cross multiplication method in order to solve. UV1 2018 minus 1 H9 2018. Cross multiplying, you will get u divided by minus 20 plus 18 is equal to v divided by minus 9 plus 8 is equal to 1 divided by 18 into 8 will give you 144 minus 9 into 20 will give you 180. Okay. So here you are getting your u to be, what is u? U divided by minus 2 is equal to v divided by minus 1 is equal to, here you will get how much? This will be 36, negative 36. Okay. 1 by minus 36. And this will give you your u to be, if you equate these two, you will get minus 2 by minus 36 will be your u, or 1 by 18 is u. And v will be, by comparing these two, you will get 1 by 36. Negative get cancelled and you will get v as 1 by 36. So these are the two values which you got. Now the original value which you need is x and y. So you will get 1 by x is u, which is 1 by 18, or you can say that x is equal to 18. 1 by y, which is v, which is 1 by 36, that is y is equal to 36. What are taken as x and y? See, the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work is x days. So you will get in 18 days, one woman will complete the work. Okay, therefore, one woman will finish the work in 18 days. That is your first question. Second is, and also that taken by one man alone. That means one man will finish the work in 36 days. Okay, so the embroidery work will be completed in 18 days if one woman is working, and in 36 days if one man is working. Third subdivision of question number 2 is, Ruhi travels 300 km to her home partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and the remaining by bus. If she travels 100 km by train and the remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. 10 minutes longer means 4 hours, 10 minutes. Find the speed of the train and the bus separately. Now for this, first thing is you have to take the variables as whatever is asked. Let the speed of the train be x kilometer per hour and speed of the bus be y kilometer per hour. Now the thing is, total distance travelled is 300 km and they are saying that 300 has been broken into 2. That means first 60 will be travelled by train. So 60 divided by the speed of the train, distance travelled by train divided by the speed of the train, will be giving you the time taken by the person, by Ruhi, to travel by train. Time taken. Okay, so 60 by x will be the time taken. Remaining by bus, that means remaining distance will be 300 minus the 60, which will be 240, and that divided by the speed of the bus, because this has been travelled by bus. So distance travelled by bus divided by speed of the bus will be giving you the time taken by the person to travel by bus. Okay, same concept we are using, that is distance by speed is equal to time concept. Why time concept? Because here they are giving you the time also, that is she takes 4 hours. That means that can be equated to the time. Okay, so what we are doing is, according to the question, we will get the equation as 60, which is the distance travelled by the person through train, divided by the speed taken, speed of the train. So 60 distance by speed will give you the time taken by Ruhi to travel by train, plus remaining means it is 300 minus 60, which is 240, divided by the speed of the bus. This is the distance travelled by the person through bus. Distance by time, speed is here, y taken as the speed of the bus, and the total time is they are giving as 4 hours. So that can be equated to 4, because this is time plus this time. Travelled by train plus travelled by bus is equal to the total time. Okay, so this is the time. Next equation which you will get is, that is your 100 km. If she travels 100 km by train, that is 100 by x will be your time taken by the person to travel through train, and remaining by bus. Again, remaining by bus means 300 minus 100 will give you the remaining, which is 200. Okay, and then here we have to find out first the time. That means the time will be in, actually for the second equation you will have 4 hours and takes 10 minutes more. That means plus that 10 minutes. 4 hours 10 minutes is the person's total travelling time. So that 10 minutes should be converted to hours, and 10 minutes will be converted in hours as 10 divided by 60. 10 by 60 is 1 by 6. So this is your hour concept. So what we need to do here is 4 will be there, which is in hours, plus the 1 by 6 of that 10 minutes will be there, and this will give you, after taking the estimate, 24 plus 1 divided by 6, which is 25 by 6. So this will be the total time taken by Ruhi when she travels 100 km by train and the remaining by bus. Okay, now we will form the equation. So 100 km divided by the speed, which is x, plus remaining by bus means it is 300 minus this 100 will give you 200 divided by y, and the total time taken. This is by time taken by the person to travel through train, travel through bus. Addition of the 2 will give you the total time, which is 4 hours 10 minutes, which is 4 plus 1 by 6, 25 by 6. Okay, now this is in hours, so everything will be in the same unit, kilometer, kilometer per hour, kilometer, kilometer per hour. So the total should give you in hours only. Okay, now you can just simplify the two equations. Simplify in the sense, what you can do here, this 1 by x can be reduced as some other variables, we are just putting 1 by x as u and 1 by y as v. Okay, so that this will become 60u plus 240v is equal to 4, and the other one will give you, here you are getting actually 100u plus 200v is equal to 25 by 6. Now again with this 6 going there will give you 600u plus 1200v is equal to 25. If you want, you can just reduce and write also. Okay, I am just planning to use, this is your 60u plus 240v is equal to 4, right? Now here you have 600 and this is 60, means I am just multiplying first this equation with 10. Multiply this total equation with 10 so that the equation becomes 600u plus 2400v is equal to 40, and this is as such, which is 600u plus 1200v is equal to 25. Now since the coefficients are same for u, you can just use the elimination method. Subtract the two, this will go, you'll get 2400 minus 1200, which is 1200v is equal to 40 minus 25 will give you 15. Okay, so that your v is 15 by 1200, which is 1 by, or you can just say 3 by 240 or 1 by 80. Clear? Now what is u? You have to find out u. You can use any of the equations. Suppose I am using this 60u plus 240v. This is your equation number 1. I write equation 1, we are putting in equation number 1. Equation 1 becomes 60u plus 240v is 1 by 80 is equal to 4. So that this will give you 60u plus, how much this is? This is 3 is equal to 4. So will give you 60u is equal to 1, or u is equal to 1 by 60. Now what we have taken as u and v, just see, we have taken 1 by x as u and 1 by y as v. Therefore x is equal to, or you can say 1 by x is u 1 by 60, which will give you x is equal to 60, and 1 by y is v is 1 by 80, we are getting y as 80. X is the speed of the train and y is the speed of the bus. That is, speed of train is equal to 60 km per hour and speed of bus is equal to 80 km per hour. Okay, speed of train and speed of